If I made you uncomfortable, good. I ain't shrinking no more to make you feel tall. I was always the room, the light, the table. Now I'm acting like it. Tired of being humble in the wrong places. Tired of acting quiet just to spare faces. They call me too much, now I know why. They feared the power behind my why. I used to second guess my glow. Now I walk in like I own the show. Cut ties with guilt, kiss shame goodbye. Now I say no and don't explain why.
Hello,
Hi.
and welcome back. Welcome to Courage to Talk. Closer to the new year. Closer to the new year.
It is.
And we have another story for you. Another eye-opener, at least. At last, we have some eye-openers instead of being fed bull and believing it, but appropriately enough. Talking about being fed. You can't imagine what we're being fed.
It's not prime beef either.
When I want to say to the people that are not Trump supporters, when Trump was losing to President Biden, or so it looked like, he said, "You have no idea how deep the swamp is, and you have no idea." But the good news is, we've come to tell you all about it, so we can finally convince everybody that has goodwill, good intentions, and is ready to take our world back. Away from crime, away from rape, away from trafficking. Take all the abuse from the system, as we call it, Linda, and Queen for Courage, from the bedroom to the government. Yeah. And we clean up this world, because this world is not going to be over. It's going to be over as we know it, because we're finally going to unite, knowing all the truth that is working against us, and realize we're not giving our country, we're not giving our world away to no devils.
So don't sit on your hands and don't put your head in the sand. We want you to join us with Queen for Courage. That's the way we're headed. 2026 is going to be a defining moment.
It's going to be a big, big year. The year of the fired up stallion.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I like that too.
Yeah.
The stallion?
The stallion. The fiery horse.
Yeah.
So, Linda,
Yes.
do you want to quote me?
I do want to quote you if you're ready for it. You got time?
I'm always ready for a quote.
Okay.
Let's do it.
So we'll start with the quote. I'll get started.
Am I ready for this one?
Let's see here. This is a good one. And
Yeah.
remember, it's 2026. So we're starting off a new year. You talked about the horse, the stallion.
Fired up stallion.
Yeah, so this is going to be really good.
Mm.
So you want to see God's sense of humor?
Always.
Okay. Try doing things on your own.
My mother actually used to say that. You want to see God laugh? Try doing something on your own timing. That's why they call it the divine timing. We don't get what we want when we want it. We get what we want when God feels we deserve it.
Amen to that.
And that's why it's called divine timing, because only God knows. Or the higher power, whichever you believe in.
I mean, that's appropriate. Divine in that, your supreme being, the one that you lift high, you elevate. Some people call him God. Some people use another term for him. You know who your higher power is. It's divine. It is. It's not human. It's more than human.
It's more than human.
Mm-hmm.
It's above and beyond what a human can actually physically give. But I believe in these quotes because these quotes got me through a lot of hard times, a lot of dark times, and they kept me going and knowing that there's going to be such bright times. And I feel blessed, and I thank God, my higher power, every single day. I don't want people to base this on religion. If you are religious, please, I applaud you. I don't throw anybody in religion or out of it. Every one of us has the freedom of choice. And that choice is to believe in what you want to believe. The only thing I ask of all of you, believe in love. Because that's what the higher power is. That's love.
Absolutely, I agree with you. God is love, and you have to lead with love. And I find some people start with it and then end more with the devil a lot of times. The two just can't
And
coexist.
that never ends up very well.
No, the two can't coexist. You and I was talking about a week ago about how many religions are there in this whole world.
Over 150.
Yeah.
Over 150 religions.
Absolutely. And any one of you serve whatever higher.
I'm sorry, I made a mistake. That was not 150 religions. That was 10,000 religions. 10,000 religions. So I will tell you, you have 10,000 choices of who you want to believe in. But as long as it's the higher power,
Absolutely.
hold that. Appreciate that. And stay true to that. Because that is love. That's the love that we all get to have that costs us nothing. When you need to approach someone, just think of it in one way. Do I do what I'm going to do in a loving way? Or do I rush and do it just to do it? Because God means love. Higher power means love. Unless you're ready to dance with the devil and take your chances, go right ahead. But exclude me. Don't send me invitation to.
I don't want an invitation either.
With that said, Linda, my favorite way to show love is through sharing food.
Mm-hmm.
And having family dinners and having friends for dinner, going out with friends, sharing a meal. And unfortunately, that's another field of corruption, of the new corruption we found. And we'd like to bring it to you because, as we say, you need to be aware. Knowledge is power. We've been taken for herds of sheep, where they took our information away. They disempowered us, and now are feeding us what they want us to know, what they want us to think, and more so, what they want us to eat, because that's another form of control. And let's start the show, Linda.
Okay, we can certainly do that. So,
surrounded the suburban home of Robert Lansing, director of the Consumer Product Safety Commission, the man responsible for certifying that every food product sold in America meets federal safety standards. Inside his garage, 2,400 counterfeit FDA certification stamps, 847 fake USDA organic labels, and shipping manifests from Guangdong, China, showing 340 containers of food products relabeled as made in Germany and product of USA. But that wasn't the most damning evidence. In his home office safe, agents found $73 million in cryptocurrency wallets and a client list with 127 shell companies, all importing contaminated food products that had been certified safe by Lansing's office. This wasn't consumer protection. This was a license to poison. The investigation began with a death that shouldn't have happened. On September 8th, 2025, 7-year-old Emma Rodriguez collapsed during recess at her elementary school in Phoenix, Arizona. Cause of death: acute hepatitis A infection leading to liver failure. Her mother, Maria Rodriguez, held up a bag of organic frozen berries at a press conference 2 weeks later. Her voice broke as she read the label: premium organic mixed berries, product of Germany, USDA organic certified, FDA approved, certificate number FD A202408847. But here's what the CDC discovered when they traced the source. The berries weren't from Germany. They were from Hebei Province, China, a region with documented hepatitis A outbreaks in agricultural water supplies. And the FDA certificate number? It didn't exist in federal databases. It had been fabricated. FDA investigator Dr. Sarah Chen ran a trace on similar products. In the past 14 months, 847 food products bearing fake FDA certificates had been distributed across 43 states, all imported from China, all relabeled as European or American products. And all 847 fake certificates had been digitally signed with the same encrypted key, RL7734. Robert Lansing's personal authorization code. But the horror multiplied when Dr. Chen cross-referenced hospital records. 3,470 cases of foodborne illness in the past year linked to products bearing Lansing certification codes. 67 hospitalizations, 11 deaths. Emma Rodriguez wasn't the first. She was just the one that finally triggered an investigation. This wasn't...
With that said, this is just the beginning. This is how the story began, by one thing they overlooked. So Linda, if this poor child would not have been poisoned with these berries that her mother assumed, well, not assumed, she purchased organic berries because this child had problems, only to find out it was those berries that weren't what they were supposed to be that poisoned her.
That's correct. That was a sad way in which things unfolded, but the child was, the child had an issue as a result of consuming those berries. I mean, liver failure, that's extensive. My heart goes out to the mom, man, in terms of how she dealt
My
with
heart
the child.
goes out to every victim that suffered through
Absolutely.
this, every victim that died because of this.
Yeah.
And my heart goes out to every person that is still ignorant of this kind of thing going on and still putting their head in the sand and pretending like they don't know or they didn't hear. Because surprise, surprise, the stores that these foods were uncovered to sell to, that were and are still selling these foods. And nobody knows how many containers of what is still there that wasn't cleaned out or cleaned up. And we're talking about not your cheap stores, not your dollar stores, not your
Average store.
that
No.
you would think.
No.
We go as high in the food chain as Costco, Whole Foods, Trader Joe's, the stores we shop at, thinking that we're paying a little more, but it's okay because at least it's good quality produce.
Yeah, absolutely. I got some details I'd like to share with
Could
you.
you please,
Yeah,
Linda?
absolutely. So can you imagine the Consumer Product Safety Commission? He was scheduled to certify foods for safety. He was also to approve the food for consumption to make sure that we could consume it, But when it became more profitable, and he started relabeling fake labels coming from China, then he would relabel it to show that it was from Germany or Italy. That was just fraud. It's just fraud.
And even though he's the one that made that decision to do it. I have to say again, the kind of conglomerate it is, there is no way this, I don't even know what to call him, this animal could have been solely responsible for this. Because with the FDA, with the labeling, with the packaging, with the international, with the shipping, with the logistics overall, it's impossible for at least hundreds of people not to know. And I'm not just talking about those high up in the food chain. I'm talking about every individual that knew that he was packing this food to come and poison people. Every individual that brought it into the store. Every individual that knew the label wasn't proper.
And they knew it, even to the point that there were some retired people that worked with him in the consumer protection that came back just for a situation like this right here. Let me just kind of give you more details here regarding the steps that they had taken, okay? The first step was Chinese manufacturer would send contaminated food that had banned the pesticides with and illegal chemicals that was in the food. They started that way, all in China. Then it was shipped to California, Houston, and Newark, New Jersey.
Right on.
Okay? They would sell the fake labels as organic, and it indicated that it came from Germany or Italy. And then the director would actually commit or create a fraud certificate. That fraud certificate would give them the go-ahead and the protection to bring it over here. And then he would actually relabel that product and then sold it to the companies we talked about, Whole Foods, Costco's, Trader Joe's, and even Amazon Fresh. The payment would come in a wallet type of payment in cryptocurrency. And then they would actually cash that out from cryptocurrency. This was within 24 hours that they got this. It took 9 days for this to go through a complete cycle. 847 shipments that came. 3,470 people that was ill as a result of this, and 11 deaths. There may be even more that we
And
don't
that's
even know.
just recorded. If that's the recorded number, I can't even imagine the people that either were dead thinking that they had problems and died from them, or people thinking it's just regular food poisoning, so let's just do the, thing you do. We don't know how many deaths really. We don't know how many people got sick. We don't know how many people got it contaminated. And if that's not enough, you have more facts.
I do. So there was more transactions too now. There was even discussions of 3 containers that had dietary supplements in, okay? And these were from China. And so one thing about it, there was no requirement or no one asked about what the ingredients were. They didn't ask what the lab results were. They didn't even ask what the manufacturer process or whether there was any documentation to go with that. They was just, let's cut the deal and get the money and move forward. There was a second one, there was 15 containers, and when they're $86,000 per container to a tune of $1.29 million is what it was coming over, okay?
And that's just the food, because we'll go on. And like I said, that's the tip of the iceberg, the beginning.
There was another case where there was organic mushrooms that was also covered. They had drugs, which was fentanyl, coming from China, that was packaged underneath the mushrooms. And they were also affected.
So when they were so good at dealing with the food, they figured, why not take up another item? Unfortunately for us, it was fentanyl. And I can't even imagine how many people got poisoned with it, how many people died from it, not even knowing what they're dying from. I say enough is enough. Open your eyes, open your ears, open your hearts, Because if you even take yourself away where you hide in a house like they had us hide in our houses 3 years ago, it's as easy as you going and getting a packet of food that's poisoned from another country that you don't know about.
Well, just think about this, you know, your family member, your children, you know, there was even baby formulas that was affected.
Baby formula, yeah.
They have baby formula that was affected in here. I mean, it was like, it goes on. Okay, so they use the sewage water in China to water the produce, sewage water. There was E. coli, hepatitis A, salmonella, I mean, foodborne illnesses. And you know there was a breakout, the hepatitis breakout in China. Can you imagine baby formulas being shipped over here like that?
And probably upcharging it so that we think it's actual good product. So let's listen to a little bit more of it and then we'll talk about it.
11 deaths. Emma Rodriguez wasn't the first. She was just the one that finally triggered an investigation. This wasn't negligence. This was premeditated mass poisoning for profit. And when the FBI traced the financial trail, they found something that made Special Agent Marcus Torres' stomach turn. $73 million in cryptocurrency payments from 127 shell companies, all registered in Hong Kong, Singapore, and the British Virgin Islands, all linked to Chinese food manufacturers with documented safety violations. Each payment corresponded to a fake certification. Each certification corresponded to a contaminated shipment. The math was simple. $86,000 per fake certificate times 847 certificates equals $73 million. Robert Lansing had monetized trust. The probe deepened. Sarah Chen's query revealed patterns. Certificates issued overnight, bypassing reviews. Lansing's overrides logged in systems meant for emergencies. Hospital data showed spikes, hepatitis in Arizona schools, E. coli in Texas nursing homes, salmonella in California supermarkets, all tracing to certified products. Torres' team subpoenaed Lansing's emails, communications with shell reps, negotiating fees per batch, cryptocurrency wallets linked to Lansing's devices, transactions timed to approvals. The revelation, a federal official poisoning the food chain for profit. Lansing's empire, 127 companies, 73 million gained, thousands sickened. The hook, trust in labels shattered. January 22nd raid loomed.
Can we pick words?
Well, the only word that I can think of that, again, you talked about another criminal, a big criminal situation where they defrauded us again for millions. It's just criminal. And it's making me think now that every single case we've done has been huge when it comes to billions of dollars of taxpayers' money that are being stolen, defrauded, just criminalized. So this whole system seems like it's a criminal system. And the FBI is on it, DEA. You've got to even revamp that FDA system. Now, when they revamp that FDA system, look what it costs the taxpayers, okay? The U.S. taxpayers.
You guys.
Yeah, the U.S. taxpayer paid $840 million just to overhaul the FDA certification system after all this crime.
So wait, our tax dollars paid for them to defraud us and kill us. Just think about that. Wait, let me think about that. It doesn't take too long to think about that.
Absolutely.
When are we gonna stop ignoring these problems? When are we gonna? Does it take you, your child, or a family member or a friend to die for us to notice that this is beyond the little fraud or a little stealing or a little theft? This is our enemies on the inside, not enemies overseas. We can't blame what happens overseas, because in order for it to get here, Do you know who needs to be involved? The officials at the top. The ones we pride ourselves on hiring. The ones we pick every election. The ones that turn their faces away, turn their ears away, but their hand is still out.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's in back of them or it's in front of them. Not only do they get paid, they get paid even to shut up about this. And when we start addressing it, we realize that Queen for Courage came in for this exact reason. We don't know what we're eating anymore. To the point that we don't even know if the snow is real or if it's plastic, of someone literally spraying it from the sky. I want people, Linda, I want people to just imagine the chain of custody when you're dealing with these kind of supermarkets, when you're dealing with FDA products, and you're dealing with international produce. The chain of command on that, in order to achieve this, they were paying the bankers to turn around and pretend that they don't see these transactions. In the 80s of thousands of dollars, I believe one of the bankers got paid over $80,000 just to look away from computer screens. Just not to push a red flag. They were bank fraud, wire fraud, crypto fraud,
Huge.
FDA fraud, taxpayers fraud. The kind of fraud that we're talking about is one thing that I still cannot figure out, Linda, for the life of me. If you're going to go to that length, if you're going to go to those extremes, and Gary, when you're watching this, I'm going to say this. You made a point this morning that there is such a thing as an evil genius. And the opposite of that is the crazy genius. That's Queen for Courage. We're going to take everything positive and turn it into a prospering foundation, that the fundamental values exist and are actually the foundation of these kind of operations, but in the legal sense, confirming and promoting what courage is for: safety, kindness, and prosperity.
You know, here's a food for thought. Food for thought on this food issue. You think you're getting an organic item, an organic salad, and an organic piece of produce, or even meat for that matter? You're not. That's the part of fraud that we're speaking of. You think you're purchasing this dollar amount, that you're getting what you're asking for, or because the label says that? You're not. This has been proven. That's why we try to make sure that people are aware.
That is the scary part. Now listen to this elaborate scheme and tell me that's not an evil genius. And I was saying, Linda, I don't understand how you put so much into this kind of operation. And then to know that sooner or later you're going to be caught. How much greed does it take to risk all this just to go to jail? And that's probably the easiest way. You can be shot down by the police, the raids, or I just don't get it. Why not put that time into something positive and legal so that you can enjoy it for the rest of your life?
Accountant Jennifer Wu opened Lansing's cryptocurrency wallet transaction history. What she found made her hands shake. $73 million received, but only $14 million withdrawn to traditional banking systems. The other 59 million, still in crypto, split across 47 digital wallets. He hadn't spent it yet. He was waiting. But the scheme was far more elaborate than simple bribery. The system. Step 1. Chinese manufacturers produce food products using contaminated ingredients, banned pesticides, or illegal additives. Step 2 products are shipped to warehouses in Los Angeles, Houston, and Newark. Step 3. Shell companies purchase fake labels. Made in Germany, product of Italy, USDA organic. Step 4. Lansing's office issues fraudulent FDA certificates for $86,000 per shipment. Step 5. Products are relabeled and distributed to major retailers. Whole Foods, Trader Joe's, Costco. Step 6. Cryptocurrency payment arrives in Lansing's wallet within 24 hours. Each cycle took 9 days. Each cycle endangered thousands of consumers. Over 14 months, 847 shipments, 3,470 reported illnesses, millions more unreported. But the drug trafficking connection came from an intercepted phone call. On November 3rd, DEA wiretaps monitoring a Sinaloa cartel logistics coordinator picked up a conversation in Mandarin. The translator's report made Agent Torres immediately contact the FBI. The food shipments are perfect cover. FDA never checks the inner layers. We can move 200 kilos per container if the paperwork is clean. The FDA certificates weren't just for contaminated food. They were also greenlighting drug shipments. On November 18th.
Just think about that.
11:23 p.m. on January 20th, the operational order was signed. 97 federal agents, 12 locations, 1 mission. Shut down the poison pipeline. Jennifer Wu's discovery ignited a multi-agency blaze. The task force expanded. FBI, FDA, DEA, CBP, Interpol. They dissected the system. Manufacturers in Hebei using sewage water for produce. Shipments rerouted to avoid inspections. Fake labels printed in Shenzhen.
Most women walk.
I'm just gonna say this. This is the time where we get to put our gloves on, our hats on, and turn on our brains. Because right now, it's past any kind of separation they can put on us. This just united all of us. Our kids through Hollywood, our veterans, our food, and all done by the hands of our government. The government officials that either had something to do with it or turned away after knowing about it or pretended that nothing like this is going on, not even starting investigations.
So draining the swamp was certainly necessary. I understand it more now.
And as he promised, it's deeper than any one of us even imagined.
But also too, my thought is, how can we, even as Americans, even cope with the large scale of what has happened? You know what, Linda? Has affected our lives, our children's lives, our grandchildren's lives.
Let me tell you something. We Americans, sissies, the sissies that don't even understand what it is to fight a war. This is a war we're in, just so you know. Mm-hmm. It's a much more dangerous war because this war you don't see coming. This is poison at home, in your food.
Can I add to that? This war is declared on you. Mm-hmm. It's declared on you as the consumer. And you don't even realize that you're fighting this war all the way over from China with the fentanyl.
Yeah, but we're not only fighting it, we're funding it.
That's it in a nutshell. Yeah.
We're funding our own demand as we bring in 2026. Mm-hmm. Please, I personally beg you to stop the divide, to not allow the divide. I don't care whether you're white, black, gay, they, straight, Russian, American, Chinese, Japanese. If you live in this country, if you are a human being that loves the country and the freedom that you enjoy every day in this country, wake up. There's no safe places anymore. There's no you're the right and I'm the left. There's no I'm politically correct and you're not. My food's getting poisoned just like yours. My veterans are dying just like yours. Our kids are being stolen just like anybody else's in the world. But our tax dollars are paying for it more than anywhere in the world. Support organizations that you know are doing the right thing.
Organizations that are positive. Organizations that are in the community.
But the ones you verified. Because all these organizations, as we will find out in our new show, or the next episode, most of them are fake. So we're going to be working with the government to bring an organization, Queen for Courage, that not only can you trust, that not only will physically exist, but also will come as a foundation, bringing the most important values we know in life. And that's safety, kindness, and prosperity. Not just for the people working there, not just for the people that own it, not just for the people that come and visit, but everybody that has any connection to it. From a guest to a person that works there, to a person that comes there to get help. Prosperity, together, unity. We all help each other, watch each other, and enjoy each other prosper.
You know, you spoke of the values, safety, kindness, prosperity. Those values you support. Those values I support. Those values that Queen for Courage is all about. So you support those values. There's no fentanyl. There's no theft. There's no fraud. There's no criminal activities. But it's safety, kindness, and...
So with that said, we want to wish everyone a Happy New Year. And enjoy next year. Enjoy this coming year, or the year coming to us. And we will talk to you in 2026.
Be positive. Stay upbeat. Support Queen for Courage. Again, we're about
Safety, kindness, and prosperity.
2026.
See you soon.
Bye.
Visit us on www.xpo20.com.